accepted that, yes, we're going to do a $200 million expansion in the US. I didn't even have $1 million sitting somewhere cash, but I accepted the challenge and we're on our way. And we're on our way. Are we learning here? You must dive. And I understand the danger of diving because a lot of time when you need to dive, everything isn't sorted yet, right? You're not sure of a lot of stuff yet. A lot of things are still dicey. A lot of things still look complicated, but dive anyway. Everybody type dive. I'm diving. Everybody type I'm diving. I'm diving. Okay? Everybody type I'm diving. I'm diving. I'm diving. You must dive, guys. Right? You must dive. Yes, things are uncertain, risky, but fully committed. Because all these things we're talking about without diving is useless. What do you need to dive into to grow 10 times bigger? Can somebody type that in the comment box? What do you need to dive into to grow 10 times bigger this year? What? Statistics shows that 7% of successful entrepreneurs credit their success to taking calculated risk. This is Entrepreneurship Magazine of 2023. Companies that embrace risk taking grow 2 times faster than those that avoid it. This by Deloitte 2022. Companies that embrace risk taking. Many of us run our business like, let's run away from risk. Oh, let's be careful of risk. Oh, let's not take any risk. Oh, and we're not growing at the end of the day. Amazon's risk taking, Jeff Bezos invested heavily in cloud computing, AWS, despite skepticism. Today, AWS generates over 80 billion annually and was the first subsidiary of Amazon to become profitable. 80 billion annually. But it was a risk. They were already doing well in logistics. They were known for logistics. Why put all that money into cloud computing? What's the guarantee? Nobody really saw the future of cloud computing at that time. But the rest is history today. Are you aware even FBI and several US parastatals use Amazon AWS? Are you aware? So this is powerful. Take risk. So assignment under this, identify one bold steps you have been hesitant taking. Write it down, the potential risk, the reward, commit to taking action in the next 30 days. Right, so 2 things I want you to type in the comment box. Number one, what what thing will you need to do to grow 10 times bigger this year? Number two, what is it that you've known, something tells you should do it for a while now, but you've been scared doing it? Can you type in the chat box? In conclusion, the 5 Ds to grow 10 times this year in your business is number one, direction. Set a clear vision. Number two, discipline. Stay consistent. Number three, disciple. Build the right team. Number four, division. Delegate tasks. Number five, dive in. Take bold and calculated risk. Implementing these 5 Ds in your personal life and your business, staying accountable to mentorship and networking will take you to where you need to get to. How many of you are happy you're in this class? Including some of you who are not supposed to be in this class anyway. Okay. Are you happy you're in this class? Okay. So I'm going to take you on this after Mr. Rana takes this session. But how many of you have been blessed? Okay. I'm happy to know. Good. Good, good, good. Mr. Rana, you're up. Okay. Let's put our hands together for the Group CEO GTEx Holdings, Mr. Rana Ijaz. Welcome him I know some of you have questions. We can take it after his session, then I'll take my session. And then once I'm done with my session, we can take your questions, okay? So yes, Mr. Rana, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Dr. Stephen. I was just listening to your last comment, dive into. So actually for the audience, we make an excellent combo, me and Dr. Stephen in GTAX Holding. Let me share my background. I'm a certified public accountant from US and I have an MBA. So accountants are known typical to be on conservative or, they go slow, they hold back, they think, they analyze. And on the other hand, we have our chairman, so who's not pretty much of an accounting or financial background, but he is a big risk taker who really takes bold calls and he pushes us along, and we really dive into the territories where a typically person like me maybe would take much more time in decision making. So thank you, sir, for that. So, um, uh, so just sharing my background again, I'm a Group CEO of GTAX Holdings. I look over the leadership team, all the managing directors for various subsidiaries. Initially, been to spend some time in Nigeria, so I fly globally, based out of Dubai. I oversee the group overall strategy. We One of the key thing we have, Dr. Stephen has actually envisaged when I was brought on board how to take this company forward. Because one of the key thing, you can't grow your business if you don't have a financial brain with you, and if you are you got the financial muscles and you plan your future, then really you can take any business forward. From my experience, financing, there are so many type of financing available in today's world. One of the typical form, I have been advising clients, they went on typical conventional commercial bank loans. I've seen businesses failing, I have seen businesses flying. The fundamental differences in any business in failing and getting success is how effectively those finances were utilized. I've seen financiers loading their balance sheets with billions of dirhams, millions of hundreds of millions of US dollars, but eventually mismanage those cash. If you're not spending those financing for the purposes they were originally borrowed for, you really can bring your business in a position which becomes very difficult for risk management point. And I have seen banks taking over. In GTEX Holding, the good news for all the investors, this company has grown up to a size. We're not a small business anymore in the four continents, being in US, Middle East, Europe, and Americas. Uh, there's no single penny from any bank anywhere in the world, neither from Nigerian market or anywhere else in the US or Dubai. This is a great feat, but we wanna go and have some financing, but our financing mode has been entirely different. We don't want to borrow money and just do the lavish spending on general overhead expenses. We want to be very, very specific. Uh, we do raise money, but do spend on the projects which multiply that wealth, and we share that growth with our investors who are actually our partners. So for that purpose, we have an excellent platform. Maybe you're aware, few of them, G West Capital. We're running it for like 3.5 years in Nigeria. Very successful business model. We do accept a sort of crowdfunding platform, fully operates within the laws of the land. And in 2023, we were declared the best cooperative by the Lagos government state, which was a great feat in the real estate space. Uh, Along the similar line, we established our GWest capital arm in US as well, which I'm going to share in more details going forward. So welcome, guys. Happy to be here along with our chairman. Uh, the one thing which I have learned, diversify your wealth. If you wanna, the best policy to manage your risks is to diversify. Don't put your all eggs in one basket. Invest in different projects. Even with one company, you can choose to invest in different locations. You can have you can invest in different geographical regions, like GTAX is offering you those options. You can invest with us in Dubai, which is a booming market, second to none, and you don't need second testimonies to prove how Dubai has been fantastic in doing the real estate business. So we offer you those options. Nigerian, we are expanding every month with every day within Africa, within Nigeria. We are acquiring new states, and and again, we have been very blessed. All our promises have stood to the truth. Whatever we promised to our clients, we are developing estates. We are spending money on the development on the sites. All money, and even we took a very bold decision last December. Actually, it is one of the board meetings. Even the people who were struggling to pay their dues, we told them, guys, we are offered to buy back our lands. We don't want to be look like that company, just chasing money. If you're not happy, there are terms and conditions. There will be some refund charges, but we're happy to buy our lands. There are a lot of people willing to buy from us. So this is GTEX. We are known for credibility and look forward. Mr. Jamio, if you can bring a few of my slides, I just want to talk about US project in particular. I'm going to take few minutes. If you can bring my slides up, please. Yes, so this is just want to run through quickly with all the audience about our US project. Can you move the slides, please? Yes, this is typical GTEX Homes USA. This is a subsidiary of GTEX Holdings. This our mission statement is to provide eco-friendly, smart communities around the world. Basically, this is what we've been doing. We have known first in Africa to offer green and smart homes, and same is being replicated in the US. Once our project's completed, one of the largest projects. We cater to investors, families, professionals looking for long-term value in their homes and investments. Vision is to become the largest developer of green and smart homes in the world, and this is our vision. And God willing, we're moving towards that direction. Services include we are into residential and commercial space both, uh, and smart and community designs, state of the art designing, which we're going to see in the next slides. And important thing, we are not a company known very cheap in the market within the local and international domain. We are a quality developer and do cater to the certain niche of audience. And but eventually we do have a lot of flexibility. So this is my profile. I'm an investment banker for 25 years. Having worked in the US, did my CPA, traveled around the globe. Has worked a lot of last two decades have been in the Middle Eastern market. Did with a lot of real estate projects. Burj Al Arab, maybe a lot of people are aware. I was the one behind the financing of Burj Al Arab and involved with the group who constructed it. Still one of the 7-star hotels in Dubai. So can you move to the next slide, Jamil? So this is uh, some of the celebrities that have worked with us over the years. So these are well-known African faces. They really, it's not purely commercial. They really believe, and they do believe in our vision. And there are so many endorsements. If you wanna play one or two, otherwise next slide, Jamil. Yes, GTEX is, of course, being the market leader in Africa. We have been distinguished. We got some awards. One of the Forbes Best of Africa, Best Led Real Estate 2023. And GWest Cooperative was one of the most outstanding cooperative society in real estate 2023. I personally was in Lagos to receive this award. I was honored. And most innovative and reliable real estate 2021 GTEX Homes, because this is another subsidiary which focuses on the construction of quality homes in Nigeria and in US market as well. And real estate company of the year in Dubai. And this is another feat. I represented our chairman to pick up one of his awards. Next slide, please. So this is our geographical location. Thank God we are already in the four continents. Africa, we are in Nigeria, head office in Lagos. We have different projects in Lagos. We do have a big presence in Abuja and Port Harcourt as well. Uh, so we are expanding towards southeast as well. That's another thing we are acquiring some state and will be market leader. Uh, so accomplishments till date. This is the company. It started in 2008, and you can see the journey over the years. In 2015, actually, we began our real estate development with first estate in Ikorodu. I think Dr. Stephen mentioned this a lot when he started. And the first project, again, the man walks his talk. He's not the person who talks theory. He's very practical, and he has proven how he started from the humble background. And whenever one of the reason I work with him, I get so much inspired from his life and success story. He believes in his vision. So when you reel from a man who talks from the heart, you really it is impactful. You really take a lot of learning. So again, 2018 actually we became GTEX Global. 2020, 500% increase in revenue. That was a major milestone again. 2021 we went to Dubai and UK, launched our state-of-art 24/7 customer service. I just want to focus on this point. GTEX is one of the companies you have access to our customer service 24/7. We have dedicated teams for the troubleshooting, for your complaints, for acquiring new properties, any issues in receiving your documents or any other queries. In 2022, $10 million sales in Dubai. That was again significant, and then our expansion in the US and $200 million project. It's a big achievement from any company coming from African continent. Next slide, please. So this is just a snapshot of Nigerian portfolio, and so I think most of you can get the details. How many we have? So many launch states. I think if you count them, there are more than 15s, and there are number of states in the pre-launch states. By the way, there's a huge opportunity, guys. If you want to invest in pre-launch states, rates are very attractive. I would encourage everyone look into those details. Contact our team so you can make a huge capital. If you invest today, within 3 months, you will see a significant capital appreciation on these pre-launch estates there. And there are some offers going on the launch estates also. I'll not go into details due to time constraints. Move forward, Jamio, please. Excuse me. Again, the market. If you look at America's 99 acres in Brookshire, this is a big project and one of our flagship project going on, and a huge opportunity which I'm going to discuss down the slides. And another 20 units of housing in Georgia, 20 units in it was 59 acres in Richmond, over 2,000 acres in Texas. So there's a huge land and there's a lot in pipeline you will see. So hopefully every month we're going to give you some sort of update on all the markets. Uh, and in Nigeria, over 30 estates already, 8 million square foot of land acquired, 8,000 plus satisfied, which is the 800 plus, which is a big number. In Europe, UK firm, we are already under the, we're growing our team there. And Asia, of course, Dubai stays the core of the uh, activities in Asia, and Dubai is the ideal place for the real estate. Management, we do manage 120 plus units in Dubai. By the way, in April, there's a retreat coming up in Doha this time. That would be interesting. Hope some of you you would be interested to join that retreat. There will be a lot of learning in those, and you will know the opportunities of investment will you commonly will not know. Next slide, please. Yes. So just move forward, please. Yeah, this is just a layout. Bookshire, 99 acre key features. If you see, the golf range, the lake, the beautiful. We do have housing units, and you will see apartment buildings. It's a beautiful project, green, lush, by the lake. So you can see from the design. Of course, this is initially conceived design, but it will be turned on the ground, it will be one of the beautiful project. So still, there's a lot of opportunity to look into this project, and we have investment options, which I will discuss in a minute in the next slides. Next, please. Yes, here we go. The Jasper Brookshire. So pre-launch offer. It's 150K per acre. And believe me, you won't find this land down the line in $500,000 also. Still, it's a very attractive price, and $30,000 you can spread the balance in 10,000K monthly over. This is beautiful, again flexible. If you don't have 150K in the pocket today, or you cannot afford, you can just invest.
Sorry, Mr. Rana. Jamil, I'm told you are not streaming these on all platforms. We've checked, you are not streaming. Why? Jamil, can you reply me via chat? Mr. Rana, please continue.
Yeah. So this is again a very flexible options where you can come and invest. I hope I'm sharing the updated rates with you. There's any changes, you can clarify it for the team. The plot sizes range from 500 square meter to 4,000 square meter if you go per acre size. So Jamio, next slide, please. So this is again a prototype. This is again in the Houston, Tidwell, Texas. Here we have a premium 24 unit development offering modern 1 to 2 bedroom apartments designed with comfort and convenience. This is just 12 minutes from downtown Houston, 15 minutes from the Bush International Airport. In an excellent location, you are interested, you can still buy in a very attractive offers. Next slide, please. So this is in the, yeah. This is again, it is 1 to 3, it is 1 to 3 bedroom, and construction duration is only 18 months. Uh, just starting right now, and completion is by end of next year, by mid of next year, sorry, in June. So beautiful design layout house. I would encourage everyone to look into this project. Next slide, Jamie. Yes, this is Jasper Park straight again. You have various options, 120K per plot, where again you can make 30% down payment and spread the balance for 12 months. Uh, and again, another option, 375K, 30% down payment. So there's a flexibility in payment terms. If there are any interests, so please do reach out to the numbers given below or our team. We have a dedicated team who deal with the US based projects. Jam, you next, please. Uh, this is again, it's a very seamless project. If you want to invest, this is a QR code. You can get all the details, even start the investing process, very seamless details. This is a beautiful layout again. This is a prototype of our project. Yes, this is where I'm gonna spend some time. How you can participate in US if you don't have all that big money. With the minimum of $10,000 and anything about up to $1 million plus, you can start investing with us. As I explained you, our philosophy has been we do accept public funding, but we want to make sure we don't take that money without a specific project. So we are very project financing based business, which has been a very successful formula. We don't want to overload our balance sheet with the conventional borrowing and get into troubles. So, so G West as we have been successfully running in Nigeria for 3 years, more than 3 years, so we already registered our subsidiary arm, G West Limited in the US. And by the way, this is a US Security Exchange Commission filed business. What it means when I say SEC filed, it means that we do need to comply with all the US SEC regulations, which inherently builds a lot of trust to all the investors who the money comes in will be dedicated for the purpose of the project development. So we can't accept the money and it goes to any other purpose than this project development. So here you see number of options, very, very attractive profit options. I think in dollars, if you here globally, if you want to place any money in mutual funding or even in conventional banking, let's forget that you just get up to 3 to 4% max. If in any mutual fund, from my experience being a corporate banker, you can have a best returns of 15%, 10 to 12, 15%. But here you have a structure very secured, a US SEC filed business based on the land backed property. You are investing in the land projects, but with a fractional ownership. You can start investing with $10,000 in 18 months. Your money will grow at 10%. Then again, you will see you have 3 year and up to 6 year option the way your capital grows. Imagine you have invested $250,000 with us. You're gonna end up with $2 million in year 6. So beautiful option. I would encourage, and this is a right time to become partner. I think they will be soon will be closing the some of the caps because those tickets will be filled. Maybe will be left with $50,000 plus investment options. So still, and and by the way, we have seen a lot of it as people want to invest big, but we want to be comfortable. We diversify, we give the option. Again, Dr. Stephen has been very inclusive in his approach. He wants to give back to society, even other than the Nigerian diaspora around the globe, even people within Nigerian or African borders, they want to have some savings outside Nigeria due to inflation, due to the currency situation. I think it's a good time where you can save some money in your foreign exchange and grow that money into in a secure structure. So tomorrow you can bring that money within Africa and in a very good because this is the way I have seen over 1 year. So you can always what I said in the beginning, diversify. Have something in Nigeria, have something outside. So we do offer you that options with a similar secure platform. So so I would encourage you can get more details. We have a our managing director Queeneth, and personally I work very closely with her on GWest. We'll be happy to clarify any questions or make your process. And it's a very seamless process. We have a GWest app. You can track your investments. You can invest online. So really, I would encourage everyone to, if IT can share the link of GWest app, it would be interesting. Excuse me. So next slide, please. So these are our contact numbers for the US office. And anyhow, we are our 24/7 CRM. We are contact reachable anytime within Africa or anywhere else. These are dedicated line for and info gtexoneusa.com. This is our address in Katy, Texas. So our chairman is quite often available in US also. I know he has a busy schedule now. He's in Doha, then off to Canada. I think soon you will find him in. So those people who are willing to consider, and you can always request based on his availability or schedule, a visit, a one-on-one meeting to discuss this further. So thank you very much for the time, and it's happy to be here. I'm happy if you have any questions around financing options, you want any advice, I'd be more than happy. So I leave the floor for our chairman to conclude the session, and I'll be around for any question answers if any audience will have. Thank you very much. IT, you can bring Dr. Stephen up, please, if he's available.
Okay, well done. Mr. Rana is getting used to this. You're getting used to this new culture of doing webinars.
I'm your
Jami,
student, sir.
Jami, you are not streaming on Facebook, you're not streaming on Instagram, you're not streaming on Twitter. I don't understand why. Okay, so this is a free event. It was the first part that is private, but this part of the training is free, and you're supposed to stream it on all platforms. So, Kendi, please just get the YouTube link and also share in all the GNA communities, all the staff groups as well. Let more people join. Well done, Mr. Rana. Thank you for that session. I just want to quickly run people through how do you raise capital for real estate investment. So, Mr. Rana has taken time to share with you some of the investment opportunities we have. I probably will see if I can still touch on them a bit, but I want to go straight to how do you raise capital? So I've heard many people say to me, Dr. Steve, I want to do investment, but the problem is I don't even know how to raise funding, or I have started, but I don't know how to scale the funding to be able to get more people to invest, in what I'm already doing and things like that. So we are going to take that. By the way, did you guys enjoy the session, Mr. Rana? If you did, kindly type great session. Again, type great session if you enjoyed that session. Okay, and if you're ready for me, just type I'm ready, I'm ready. People asking, is this recorded? That's why I'm asking them to put it on, stream it. So you can go to my YouTube handle, Dr. S. Akinta on YouTube, and you can watch it. Okay, both all the sessions we've done. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you're free to watch it. So if you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready. So we'll look at this subject of capital, right? Raising capital for business, expanding your business and seeing how to leverage and things like that. So capital is the lifeblood of any real estate investment. Whether you're purchasing property, developing project, or expanding portfolio internationally, raising capital is critical. And you can't even joke with the subject of raising capital is key. And so how do you raise capital for real estate? In this session, I want to explore the global real estate landscape. We'll look at the type of capital available for international project, proven strategies to attract and secure capital from global investors, key consideration, risk and opportunities in the global real estate market. So the global real estate market landscape have economic factors. So real estate investments are influenced by what? Microeconomic factors like inflation, interest rates, and geopolitical shifts. So I want to ask you guys a simple question. Can you mention an economic factor that is discouraging when it comes to investing in Africa? Okay, who wants to type that in the comment section? What are the economic factors that is discouraging investment, investing in real estate in Africa? Anyone? I just want to be sure they are really following. Someone say insecurity, someone say inflation. Okay, yeah. So inflation, you are very correct, is number one. The rate of inflation is crazy. So it's affecting cost of construction, And you also have devaluation of the currency as well. So instability when it comes to the currency. Security is there, but the two major issue when it comes to investing in Africa is this issue of inflation and instability with the currency. Because most building material, what we used to build are imported, right? So, and once the price fluctuates, it just affects the pricing. So something you're supposed to build, let's say 5 bedroom for 150 million, before you know it is grown to 200, 300. So also have market growth. So real estate market has seen consistent growth globally, driven by urbanization, rising wealth, and low interest rates in many regions. The other landscape is emerging markets. So emerging economies like South Asia, Africa, and parts of Latin America offers higher growth potential, but they also come with what? Higher risk. So I give you an example. It's only in countries like Nigeria, you can buy a land and it will grow by 100% in 1 year. How many of you agree with me? Like you can buy 100%. In fact, it's only in Nigeria you want to buy a land in bulk, okay? And then they told you, I have a land now. Last year, August, they told me they were going to sell the land for me at 55 million per hectare. I kid you not. August. January, I was told if I don't have 130 million per hectare, they don't even want to talk to me. Okay? If I don't have 130 million per hectare. Now that can only happen in emerging economy. Okay? But just like we said, those are also very risky economies. And that's why for those of you who are raising other people's money for expanding real estate, you really must analyze the market you're investing that money into. Because if anything happen, and you know your people, any of them don't even want to be, they don't believe things can go wrong. If things go wrong, then you are a thief. You know, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. In Africa, if I invest with your company and then there's even a delay in paying me my returns, then you're already a scammer. Then you're already a thief. Then I don't trust you. Right? Come on, if you can relate, type I can relate. I love a very interactive class in case you're just joining me for the first time, right? So if you can relate, type I can relate. So if you're going to raise capital for expanding your real estate business, you must really factor in some of what we are talking about. You must understand which economy are you investing in. You must understand the challenges that normally occur. You must be conscious of what you're going to face and be prepared to manage uncertainty. So in developed emerging economy, you get more profit but higher risk. In developed economy, you have lower returns but what? Lower risk. You see how it works. So example, people tell me, oh, why am I getting 10% in 18 months investing in America? You know, what they don't even know is that it's 4% institutional investors are giving you every year in America. Yes, you heard me. 4%. Okay, so if somebody is giving you 10% in 18 months, that's a lot. Why? America is a developed economy. Are we learning, guys? If you're learning, type I'm learning. America is a developed economy. So the return is lower. Now, hear this. How many of you, by the way, are joining us from America or from Canada? If you're watching from America or Canada, just type Canada, type America or USA. If you're watching from, or if you're also joining from UK, UK is also a developed economy. So if you're watching from Canada, USA, UK, just type Canada, type USA, type UK. Okay? Nobody is watching us from Canada. Nobody here is from US. Nobody here is from UK. Something wrong here? Okay, beautiful. So I can see you guys suddenly. Now, how many of you in the US and UK have done an investment with somebody that promised you 20% and 40%, and you give him your money? I want you to be honest with me. And of course, you eventually lost your money, or you are still about to lose your money. Capital, interest, everything. Yeah, talk to me. I want to hear from you guys. Those of you in UK, those of you in US, those of you in Canada. How many of you got somebody who say, "Oh, there's this opportunity. I'm going to give you 20% every year, or I'm going to give you 40% every year"? Come on, I want to type. I know you have, so don't pretend here. And then you give the person your money and you lost your money, or you've given the person your money and there's no guarantee you get back your capital or your returns. The honest truth is this: this economy don't give that kind of returns. Are we learning here? Okay, to think that you can easily just get that kind of return in the US, 20% every year, right? 40% every year. That, from somebody trading business, so not that he's selling cocaine. He does business with your money. He then gives you a return and he's giving you something that high. That's not how it works. It's a developed economy, right? So they cannot give you that kind of return. Are you even aware that if you are earning over 25%, okay, in some sectors in America, it's called price gouging. Are you aware? If you're aware, type I'm aware. If you're not aware, type I'm not aware. And literally, the government can come after you, right? Is that you are overpricing in developed economy. So they expect that if you say you are making profit in business in developed economy, they're expecting you to say, okay, yeah, I'm making 10% profit, 15% profit, max 20% profit. Once you are being talk certain figures, the regulators can come after you to say you are overpricing your products. Again, are we learning? Come on. So when somebody then comes to you and tell you, I'll give you 40%. So you see where the problem is. And it's a major reason why many of us are in developed parts of the world. We've been losing money and we've been blaming everybody except ourselves. Right? And why? Because it means you are not financially literate to even understand what are the kind of returns based on the economy. Now, in Nigeria, yes, you can expect a 20% every year. You can expect a 30% every year because it's an emerging economy. It's a developing economy, but there's also a risk, which means you can lose the entire money in Nigeria, you can lose the entire money in Africa. And if you lose it, it's not that those people were scammers or they wanted to cheat you. Anything can happen. These are economies where you can do everything right and still end up being wrong. These are economies where I always say sometimes that Nigeria is a country of bully for the bully by the bully. We have a property now, fully paid, did everything by the books, everything by the books. And one day we just got a letter, somebody saying, well, he's the owner of the land. How? He's able to go and falsify documents and come. So if we don't have strong lawyers, if we don't have structure to defend our land, we're going to lose it. So if we come back to the investor and say, well, sorry, we lost the land, everybody says, he's a thief, it's a lie, they didn't lose anything, right? They are scammers. But that's not true because we're dealing in a very volatile, riskier environment. People wonder, you're doing so well in Nigeria. Why did you expand to Dubai? Why are you expanding to US? It's because I understand, yes, there's huge profit in Africa, but it's risky. Everything can go one day. So we needed to balance it. We needed to diversify across continents, right? I was checking a story and somebody said he forgot a $20 million in a particular account. okay, 20 million dirhams or something, one of Dubai's billionaires. And when the market crashed in 2008, that was what saved him. Because everything crashed. So was that money he forgot he even kept it in that particular account that he was able to use to bounce back. So importance of capital in global real estate investment. By the way, again, are we getting value? If you're getting value, type, I'm getting value, I'm getting value. So what is the importance of capital in global real estate investment? Number one, acquisition and development. Real estate transactions often require substantial upfront capital for acquisition. This capital is also needed to fund property development, renovation, and improvement. Number two, cash flow and operation. Capital is needed to cover operational costs such as property management, maintenance, taxes, and insurance. Number three, enable market expansion and diversification. Capital allow investors to expand beyond local markets and enter high growth region worldwide. Diversification across different countries reduce risk and increase profit potential. Number four, drive property development and innovation. Funds are needed for construction, for remodeling, for infrastructural improvement, work capitalization, and so on and so forth. So, hey, you have to have capital to do real estate. And real estate, generally is a capital intensive business. It's a capital intensive business. Jamie, I just checked Facebook again. You are not streaming. Can Jamie unmute himself and tell me why he's not streaming? You have an issue with streaming on Facebook up till now? Because I told you to chat me up and give me answers. If that's the case, then stream on Instagram. Even if you have to use a phone or use StreamYard. Stream also on Twitter and LinkedIn. Okay? So if you have issues streaming on one particular platform, then try and leverage on the other ones. Okay? Number four, we have drive property development and renovation. I think funds are needed for construction. I mentioned that. So let's look at type of capital for global real estate investment. Are we ready? Type of capital. Now we're getting to the meat of today's training. What are the various type of capital for real estate investment? Number one, we call it equity capital. Everybody type equity capital. Now, equity investors provide capital in exchange for ownership in the real estate asset or project. They receive a share of the profit and in some cases, voting rights. Number two, debt capital. Come on. I need an interaction here. Debt capital. In the case of a debt capital, it involves borrowing money through loans or bond, which must be repaid with interest. Now, we do more of this in a very big way, where, by the way, Mr. Rana, you are yet to come up with a proposal for halal investment. You're a Muslim yourself, and we've had a lot of Muslim folks talked about need for halal investment. So we've not heard from you on that. When can I get that?
Surely, sir. I think we did mention once one of our webinars. I think I'll come up with a presentation, sir. Maybe whenever you want, I will share with you, and maybe we'll do in the next webinar whenever we schedule, sir.
And so what timeline do you give me, in 2 days, in 3 days, or when am I getting it?
So you will get by Monday. So I want to put up some good Islamic research material. By Monday, you will have my stuff.
Okay, good. So Monday will be. So in the case of halal, which hopefully we'll share with you guys later, it's not the same as debt capital. It must be a portion of the interest that has been shared. Muslims have a belief that, getting interest is against Sharia law. So they rather prefer that they give you money for investment, yeah, but out of the profit is what you are giving them. Funny enough, is the same, but there's just that belief, um, because in the case of GTEx, it's out of our profit where we can give you your return, but I think they don't want an agreed percentage, right? It just has to be. But again, I look forward to Mr. Rana's presentation of how it.
Yes. So fundamentally you said right. It looks similar, but in few things, we when we say basic terms P&L loss, so typically nobody look at the word L, nobody want to share the losses. So and this is what typically Islamic financing does. Although their whole structure is based, we are giving you this money, you do invest, and we're gonna share profit and losses both. But eventually there are benchmarks. I haven't seen, I've been dealing with Islamic banks. Dubai Islamic Bank is one of the largest in Middle East. I haven't seen them sharing losses with any business. Anyhow, sir, I'll come up with a presentation, so we'll discuss in more details.
Okay, I look forward to that. But like I said, I mean, I love that because any investor coming and say, "Hey, if we lose money, we share it. If we make profit, we share." I'm like, that's that's heaven when it comes to raising capital. Those are the kind of investors you really want. So debt capital involves borrowing money through loan, and we do this a lot, right? So it's a debt, if you are the first set of people we pay before investors in GTEx, we prioritize, and that's why we paid over $1 million. Everybody type $1 million. Can everybody type $1 million? Right? In 3 years plus, we've paid over $1 million to investors. And I'm proud of that. As
Thanks.
a company, I'm proud that we've been able to do that. That for me is something I am forever grateful that our company is able, because that is families making money, being able to pay tuition fee, being able to help, do things because we exist. So hybrid capital, a combination of both equity and debt, providing a balanced approach to raising funds. So you have the hybrid where you are combining both equity and debt. So we also do this. There are some people we're working with them based on equity, some people are working with them based on debt. Again, are we learning? For learning type, I'm learning. So what are the sources of raising capital, which is the core of today's training? Okay, where are the places I need to go to if I want to raise money for my real estate deal? Number one is called private equity firms. Everybody say private equity firms. So a private equity firm pulls funds from investors and use them to invest in large-scale projects. So GVest is a private equity firm. Okay. And basically what GVest does is pull resources together. Is Queenette here? Can admin please pull up Queenette? She's our acting MD for GVest. Okay, if admin can pull up Queenette. Okay, so GVest is a private equity firm of some sort because we pull funds together. I think GVest is a combination of both crowdfunding and a private equity firm. So the second way to raise funds is institutional investors. Now, institutional investors are such as pension fund, insurance companies, sovereign wealth fund. They typically invest large amount of capital. Okay, very large amount of capital. There are some, and these are the places where Mr. Rana has played. There are some of these institutional investors who will tell you if you're not raising $100 million, don't even talk to us, right? They don't do the if there's no enough meat in the bone, they are not ready to get involved. Number three, you have crowdfunding platforms, online platform that allows small investors to pool funds, collectively invest in real estate projects. So these are willing to take higher risk in exchange for potential higher return, often on early stage project or emerging market opportunities. Okay, so please don't joke with these three sources. Now, let me also say here that you can set up your own company. Okay, so what do I mean? What GTEx had to do, and these are just sharing with you trade secrets. What GTEx had to do was at some point we realized we needed to now set up sister companies that then do this, so that a subsidiary of GTEx is focused on just selling properties, right? While another subsidiary of GTEx is focused on what? On doing these things I just mentioned. I hope we're learning here. So this way, we're able to then have that opportunity for an amazing investment going forward. And for me, it's something that really, really gives so much joy to be able to do. Really so much joy to be able to do. So, let me see. So you can set up your own subsidiary companies who may not be an equity firm, can be a crowdfunding subsidiary, can be a pension company. By the way, we're trying to apply for a pension license, as well as we're applying also for an insurance license. So the goal is to do micro insurance, right, and micro pension to start with, and then we grow to a larger scale, as well as HMO as well. Now, sources of capital for global real estate investment, right? Personal savings. So bootstrap your investment with your own personal savings. Now, I want to ask, a lot of you say you are in this class because you want to learn about raising capital. So I want to ask, how many of you here have some savings, for expanding your real estate business? And can you type the amount? The money is seated there, or not that you go and get it. Okay, I'm waiting. Go ahead and type in the chat box. How much do you have, in your savings that you want to use to expand your real estate or start your real estate business? Okay, let me see in the comment box, because that's where you start from. I will never advise even my enemy to start real estate expansion from day one, taking institutional money or taking loan. It's not right. Okay, start with your own personal money first. And that's the wise way to go. After you've risked your personal money for a while, GTEx did not set up GVest until 7 years in business. Are you aware? 7 years in business before we set up GVest and even started getting people like Mr. Rana, who understand institutional investment and can help us get institutional funds. So you want to start with your money, risk your money, take risk with your own personal money and see how that goes. After you've mastered it a bit, now you can then start taking other people's money. This is the golden rule. I'm waiting for others. If you have zero money, put zero now. Come on. Suddenly nobody is typing. Thank you for those of you. I've seen just 4 people or 5 people have stated how much they have in their savings to go into this business. Okay, yeah. If you have zero, type zero. Okay. And if you have zero, then you shouldn't be in this class. You should be in what we call the Realtors class. The 30-day challenge class is where you should be. I started real estate with zero. Yes, zero. But I didn't come for class on how to raise money. What did I do? I went to class on how to sell real estate for other people. And I then turned what they were giving me as commission to become my capital. I hope we're learning here. So the commission I was getting from those other people became my capital. And that's the real way you want to start. So if you have zero, you want to say, GTEx, how can I sell GTEx property and get commission from GTEx so that at the end of the day, I will be able to use some of the commission I'm getting from selling GTEx property towards buying my own property. Are we learning? Okay, I'm waiting for others. I need everybody to state the capital they have. If it's zero, type zero. If it's 100,000, type 100. How much do you have in your savings right now? Let's go, everybody. Okay, I want everybody to state what they have in their savings. Very important. Okay, that expanding your business starts with your savings. So you two ways to start saving. Okay, start saving. Secondly, start looking for alternative sources of income. Right? Start looking for alternative sources of income and make sure this alternative source you save it. Because sometimes people are making alternative, but they are not saving. Right? So I hope we're learning from this class. I can see all your comments. I didn't want to mention your amount, but I'm seeing it. So keep typing what is your capital. So that's where you start from. Raising capital for your business, you start with your own savings. Number two way to raise money is bank loan, traditional financing options. So you can go to the bank and take a loan. You can take a loan from a cooperative. You can take a loan from, private equity firms. You can take a loan, basically loan, right? And the third way is called joint venture, partnering with other investors. Another way is partnering with a developer to say, you have this product, can you give me a period of so to raise the capital to pay you? This has been one of the biggest strategy I've used where I'm buying a property, I make a down payment, and I then request for a longer period to be able to pay for the property. So joint venture is very powerful. You can even do joint venture in the case where you don't have a land, but you are good with selling, where you then say, okay, you get an architect, you design what you want to build on the land, you sign a document, ownership formula, and then you put a price and you start selling the house on off plan. As people pay, you build the house for them, okay? And you will have factored in how much you have raised and how many units of the house will be yours and how many will be to the person who initially gave you land. Okay, and at the end of the day, you'll be shocked you build 20,000 units. And if you're sharing 50-50, each of the landowner takes 10, you take 10, but typically you take more than the landowner. So you may end up taking 12, the landowner takes 8 units. And when you are selling the off-plan, you are pricing in such a way that the money you are raising will build the entire 20 units and plus profit for you. Are we learning here? Okay, so let's look at strategies for raising capital. But before I go to strategy, are we learning? Is this class helpful? Are we sure this class is helpful? Right? And I hope all of us are also learning some things we haven't done right? Because I was asking people should state how much is their capital. Some say they have 500,000, some say they have 20,000, some say they have 1 million in their savings. So this tells us that a lot of us here need to work on our savings, right? There's no shortcut to building wealth and raising capital. Foundation remain foundation. There are other options, but those other options will rely on, it's easy for jitters to raise money now because we are at a place where even you will be comfortable giving us your money because of how far, what we've been able to do on our own with the little that we have. So investors need to understand how their capital will be used, including property type, location, financial projection, timeline, risk assessment, and expected returns. So, what are the strategies? Number one, network globally. A lot of us have a challenge where all our network are local people, right? Everybody you know is restricted to, the city you are based in. Everybody you know is restricted to a particular location. How do you network globally? You have to begin to think of networking globally. How do I build friends in Germany, in Croatia, in America? And why is that important, you would say? Sometimes you may not be able to raise certain capitals in Nigeria, and the place you may be able to raise in other countries, they are very much open. Look at what's happening in the Nigerian tech ecosystem. A lot of our tech guys are easily able to raise capital, okay? Easily. They are raising capital from the US market, okay? And they are not even able to raise capital from Nigerian market. So you have to network group. So attend events, even if they are virtual, where people are attending those events from, different parts of the world, online conferences, international conferences. Travel there, right? Take a stand at events, and be there. Build a strong track records and credibility. Build a strong track record and credibility. One of the biggest assets to GTEx is because this year makes it 10 years that we have existed as a real estate development company. So in 10 years, it's been easy for people to look at us and say, well, these guys to have existed for the last 10 years, we think there's something there. Okay. We think there's something there. We think we can trust them to an extent. They've been here for 10 years. So we need to give them a benefit of the doubt. And this has been so helpful for GTEx. Oh, we know what they've done before. Let's give them a chance. Track record, nothing beats it. So starting your real estate company today and expecting you raise 100 million in your first year is not impossible, but it's not realistic. Except if you have been doing other businesses before and you build track record in those other businesses, and you are now just also expanding to real estate. Yes, that can work because you're also bringing the credibility you built in those other businesses into the real estate sector. As how it works. So very, very important that we understand this. Okay, that the track record. There are some things we've tried to achieve all these years. Nobody gave us a chance. 10 years later, they're giving us a chance. You need to understand how the psychology works with a lot of people. Some people will watch you for 5 years before they ever do business with you. Some people will not touch you for the first 3 years of your business. They just want to see whether you will stay, whether you'll be there. Credibility and track record. Powerful. Powerful. What have you been doing? What are you known for? What are your antecedents? Create compelling investment proposal, right? Create compelling investment proposal. What is the need for these investors? What will they get? If they give you their money, what will come to them? Create that. Number 4, leverage networking and relationships. So sometimes you cannot reach certain people, but their friends can reach them, right? Sometimes you cannot get certain things, but you know somebody who's can use their. So in other words, you may not have credibility, right? But you can leverage on a credible relationship. Sometimes you don't have a track record, but you can leverage on track record of another company, right? This is part of the reasons why I tell people when you work with a credible organization, don't joke with your relationship with them. Don't burn bridges because tomorrow that may even be what will open the door by you saying, oh, I used to work with GTEx. I was in charge of GTEx so XYZ. Please can somebody get admin, get Queenette here, right? Get her to join and let her come here and put her spotlight her, please. Because this is a seminar. So it's important to understand the place of, credible relationships that you're leveraging on. Farouk as well. Get them, the two of them here. credible relationships. You may not have a track record, but you're leveraging on somebody else's track record. And so, oh, I used to work in this organization and I was in charge of XYZ when I was working there. This was what I was able to achieve when I was working with them. And those things go a long way in helping you, because people are then looking at you with the eye of where you're coming from. That's why don't burn bridges, right? So you're coming from a real estate company, but you have never built one. Then you started your real estate company. You can quote that you already have 10 years real estate experience because you're quoting where you are coming from. As long as you don't burn bridge, people can call that company and say, is it true this person worked for you for 10 years? Say yes. Say, okay, that's all we need to know. And that may just be why they will still go ahead and do business with you. So use technology and social media for outreaches. Oh, don't joke with this. Go all out. Put it on social media. We're doing this. We stand for this. This is what our company is doing. This helped to open bigger doors, right? Bigger doors for you. Leverage on social media to push what you do and what your company stands for. Have we learned something today? Can we raise capital now? Come on, talk to me. How many of you can raise capital? Right? So, what are the best practices for attracting investors? Transparent communication. Always provide regular update, financial report, and performance analysis to investors. Trust is key to maintaining long-term relationship. Number two, targeting the right investors. Understand the type of investor you are targeting, institutional versus individual. Tailor your investment pitch to their preferences and risk profile. Number three, long-term vision. Focus on building long-term value rather than quick profit. Investors value stable and sustainable growth. All this one, I will give you 100%. We'll give you this. Real investors would rather work with an organization that can consistently give them 10% every year, okay, compared to those who would promise them 40% and all of that, and there's no track record. So let's look at common pitfall when you are trying to raise money. Over leveraging, relying too highly on debts can lead to financial strain if the market turns. Many people, everything is on debt. There's nothing in their business that is their own money. Over leverage. So if anything goes wrong, boom, they're in trouble. Come on. Let debt be maximum 20% of your total asset. Don't raise more than, yes, always do that. Okay. Two, value, failure to do proper diligence. So no research, potential market partners throughout thoroughly can lead to costly mistakes. So do your research. Before we expand to US, we knew Trump was going to win. We knew Trump presidency by the second year or so will lead to growth, big growth in the economy because of some things he's going to do. Number three, misaligned investors' expectation. So failing to manage investors' expectation regarding return or timeline can lead to dissatisfaction. So manage your investors' expectation. I always say this to our leaders in our organization. Manage the expectation. If you know you can pay them on Monday, tell them the best you can do. Okay? The best you can do is in 2 weeks' time. And still go ahead. If the money come, still pay them on Monday. They will respect you that way. Than for you to say Monday and then something comes up that delays it to 2 weeks' time. They will say you don't have credibility. So manage expectation. Give them a worst case scenario. One of the things we do when we give returns, we always give a lower number because we just don't want to promise something ridiculous, okay? That it then becomes difficult for us to keep. So thank you for listening. Did you get value, guys? I hope you got value. If you got value, type I got value, I got value, I got value, I got value. Okay, did you get value? Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Somebody say overvalue. I'm happy to know. I'm happy to know. Okay, let me break down. I have good news for you. By the way, let me ask, how many of you have at least $10,000 watching me here? At least, I mean, it could be 100,000, it could be 200,000, it could be $1 million. How many of you but have at least $10,000 and above to invest with GText for our US project? Or you have at least 5 million naira to invest in a Nigerian project. Okay, if you do, just type, me. If you do, not that you will soon go and get it, you have it now. I have a very juicy offer we've never done before. But this offer is timed. Okay, in fact, it's so timed that you have just 24 hours to take advantage of it, else it doesn't exist. Okay, so again, how many of you have at least, okay, $10,000 for US? If you have at least $10,000 and above for US, type US, or 5 million. I would take questions, don't worry. So those of you who have questions, I'll soon take your question. You have $10,000 and above, just type US investment. Or you have 5 million naira and above, just for Nigeria investment, just type Nigeria investment. Forget depending. I mean, you see, the question is, do you even have it? That's all. Right? So I can see US investment. Um, um, okay, one person US. Who else? Do you have US? Also, Nigeria, just type Nigeria investment if you have at least 5 million and above. Just type Nigeria investment. Let me see. How many of you? Nigeria investment, Nigeria investment. Nigeria investment. Okay. One second Nigeria investment. Jamie, can you unmute yourself and talk to me? Where's Queenette? Why is she not here? Why is Farouk not here? So I have 2 Nigeria investment and I have 1 US investment. Okay, I only have 1 US investment and 2 Nigerian investment. First of all, your name is showing a Apabio. You are not a Apabio. So how can Jamie pull you up, Queenette? Right? You should have spoken all this while and they give you a new link that is not showing somebody else's name. Same thing with Farouk, right? So they can identify you and pull you up. Okay. So here is before I start taking your questions, here is our current investment offer. So we give based on how much you're investing. So our current investment table is this. Let me show you. And that's why I said we're doing an offer we've never done before. So for US, we give 6% if you're investing $20,000, right? And then 7%, and that's what we give. So it's however, what we've done now is a very juicy offer. We've changed this from annual returns to we now give 18 months. So you get your returns every 18 months, but we have now doubled this. So instead of getting 6%, you will get 12% if you're investing $20,000. And I've agreed to give this for those also investing $10,000 as well. Now, instead of getting 7% for $30,000, you're getting 14%. For $8,000, you're getting 16%. I mean, for $50,000, you're getting 16% in 18 months. $100,000, you're getting 18%. $200,000, you're getting 20%, yeah, in 18 months. $500,000, you're getting 22%, and $1 million, you're getting 24% in 18 months. How many of you think this is a generous offer? Okay, now if you think this is good, just type good, right? And these are stable returns we are giving you here. We've given people their returns. Several people happy with what we do. We've had few delays, but we've always been paying everyone. Now we have for the Nigerian, I don't have the banner here. We normally give 14% or 16%. Yeah, I think we normally give, I think, 14% for those who do $5 million, 5 million naira with us. And what we're doing now is, so Queenette and Farouk, kindly raise your hand so that Jamu can raise you up. So what we're doing now, for those of you who are investing in the next 24 hours, instead of 14% every, so it's now 18 months, we're giving you 28%, okay, in the next 18 months for your 5 million. If you are doing 10 million, you are getting 30% returns. Are you happy about that? If you're doing, 20 million, that's how we're increasing it. So this is a very juicy offer, and it's just for the next 24 hours. So if you're committed, hey, reach out right now. I needed them to pull up Queenette and Farouk so that they can drop their numbers, and then you can reach out to them in the next 24 hours, and we'll close this. And we've never done this. This is the first time we're doing it. We are the first set of people hearing this. And I'm super excited about this. Okay. Super, super excited. Can you also make it admin so that they can edit their name to the proper name? Because this is showing me, can edit this. Right, so try and edit your name now. So Farouk, kindly drop your number. This offer is just the next 24 hours. So Farouk is double as the MD of GTEx Homes, both in the US and in Nigeria at the moment. And then Queenette is the acting MD of GVest Investment. So that is his name, his phone number he just dropped. You can reach him on WhatsApp or call him, and he's ready to help you out. I can give you my own direct number as well. If you want, chat me up directly, but it's strictly WhatsApp chat, and it may take time before I reply because I'm often busy. 4437903925. Okay, that's my direct WhatsApp number. Farouk, kindly edit your name. Queenette, edit your name. Queenette, you too can drop your email and your phone number for the team. So let's all put on our video. We're ready to take your questions now. If you have questions, we're ready to take them. I can see the first question is from Moses Adewumi from Ikiti. So I live in Abuja. I'm a newbie, and I want you to guide me and mentor me in this business. Is there any way I can connect with you to have access to your mentorship on real estate development? My name is Moses from FCT. Moses, the answer is yes. I can mentor you in real estate, and I've mentored many people in real estate, and I'm willing to mentor you. The rule is simple. You can send me a chat on WhatsApp. I'll link you with my team, or Kende is here. Kende only, can you put your email and phone number? So Kende is in charge. She will put you through how you can get my mentorship. Kende, to put on your video. So Candy is here to help you out with all of that. So Candy, can you drop phone number, emails that they can reach for those who want to join one-on-one mentorship on real estate? So who has asked question? If you have question, please, we have the Q&A box. Just type your question. If you also want us to raise you up, pull you up, just raise your hand and we will pull you up and you can ask your questions directly. Okay? So, who has asked a question? I'll advise you type your question in the chat box. Okay? In the chat box. Victor Obamisile, a student of Kaduna. I would love to start real estate. How do I go about it? Start with the 30-day challenge. The 30-day challenge is on selling, it's not on raising funds. Okay, somebody's asking. 30-day challenge is on selling. How do you sell? I've said to you, if you don't have your personal savings, your focus should be, right? If you don't have your personal savings, your focus should not be, and that's where we get it wrong sometimes. Just that we even have the wrong focus, right? You don't have your personal savings, you want to start real estate. Nobody will give you their money if you haven't built your own savings. People always check, okay, this guy that says I should give him money or invest, what has he done with his own personal money? Okay, has he used his own personal money to do something? That's what will then get them to say, okay, if he can on his own do some things, then I can come in and help. That's really how people do things. Okay, but for you not to have saved anything, you've not done anything with your money, and just want somebody to come and put their money, that's not how it works. Okay, that's not how it works. You know, so this is the flyer for the 30-day challenge. You can scan the QR code. So for all of you who are telling me I'm a student, I'm a this, I'm a that, this is where to start. Learn how to sell real estate. Okay. And as you make money from selling real estate, you then put some of those monies into starting your own real estate company. Okay. And I haven't done it for a while. You can now say to people, hey, I already have 2 estates, or that I use my money to build. Can you guys start investing with us now? And people will trust you because now you have credibility, you have track record. Okay, I hope that answers that question. Additionally, I would also like to be mentored in real estate. I also would like to join the Elite WhatsApp group. I reside in US, Pennsylvania. Our business makes $300,000 in cash flow last year. So for those of you who want to join the Elite Billionaire Mentorship Program, the process is very simple. You are supposed to comment go to my Instagram page. Right, go to my Instagram page. It's at Stephen Akintaya on Instagram. Follow me, then look for the page where I mention the post where I mention about this coaching. Then tell 10 people you know to nominate you. Once 10 people nominate you, then send email to info@stevenactel.com with evidence of those 10 people who nominated you, with evidence of that you made 100,000, last year, and a 2 to 3 minutes video of why we should pick you. You send it to info@stevenactel.com, and that's it. Okay. Somebody say, student with selling real estate, can I sell? Who's studying medicine, can I sell real estate? Yes, you can, of course. What's stopping you? So when starting real estate company, how do you sort out lawyer, engineer, architect, especially starting with low funds? You pay them, of course. So get Kende, please put on your information. We have a video course called Real Estate Investment Masterclass. Get the video course. I've taught all of this. And it's very detailed. But you pay them. I don't know. There's no other way now. You have to pay your lawyers. The best thing you can do is you can do a retainer where you pay them per project instead of full time. But you have to still pay your lawyers. I'm David, an educational consultant. I want to be mentored in business. How do I join your personal mentorship group? You pay, David. You pay to join my personal mentorship group. Though we have some packages we've decided to put together that gives you some discount, and we have some that people can nominate you. Well, ask Kende. Kende again, put your details as many times as possible. Richie Dylan is asking for my number. Richie, I already dropped my number. WhatsApp, you chat me +1 443 790 3925. WhatsApp chat only +1 443 790 3925. And Kende has dropped. So all questions on mentorship, call Kende. Some of the mentorship, you can get opportunity to be mentored, without really paying much. And so just talk to her. Temitope Adewale says, if I have 50 million, how can you help me invest the money? The best choices available. What are likely to end of the year? Well, GVest is what I would recommend, either the Nigerian version or the US version, because it's our company, right? And we're putting all the money into real estate. And we know the right real estate to put the money into that will get good returns so that we're able to pay your returns. And that's really what I will encourage. Well, you can chat me up on WhatsApp directly and we'll look into it. Mr. Rana, if you have any question you've seen you want to reply, please go ahead. Or Queenette, if you see any question you've seen you want to reply, go ahead and speak.
Yes, sir. I think the questions that I was watching closely, you have covered the common question for the beginners. What I would advise everyone, sometime it's very natural. We come into such webinars and we are full of energy, but it fades out after some time. So, important thing is to take the first step, take the mentorship program. Even you don't have money, if you're absolutely beginner, you cannot afford the mentorship, you can always join our uh, we have an internship program open. uh, Still it's for the students, and but we don't mind if some experienced people with sales ability, they can also come and they will develop, they will learn, and they can make some money as well. So I saw one question, 50 million. I think you answered that. I think best investment model will be G West Nigeria. So we have attractive returns, again, a secured model. Uh, Again, GTEX as a business philosophy, as I mentioned earlier in my speech, we are aggressive, but at the same time, I come from a background, we manage our risk properly. We don't borrow blindly. We don't have any loans, very project specific borrowings. Even this funding platform in the GWest shape, the money gets invested into real estate. So Dr. Stephen mentioned we have a bit of private equity and crowdfunding, a mix of that. That's very true. So we do accept, but our money goes into real estate and we multiply and able to pay your returns. And $1 million, more than $1 million paid, which is a big testimony in itself. So I encourage everyone, and I think the GWest US option is, I think scale will go up. It's still an opportunity if you're gonna grab this particular window. I think I don't know, Dr. Stephen would listen me if the people commit today. Maybe I can recommend some discount on the mentorship if people commit today in the chat box. So I would always request my chairman to be kind on this.
No problem at all. Kende, let's look into that. Those who are able to commit to any of the GVEST program. Let's offer them this essay mentorship for 3 months, this Vital University mentorship for 3 months for free. Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir. You're
Because
always generous for that. Guys, grab on. You will grow up the ladder slowly. So this is here an excellent offer. Even you have a zero money, but I would encourage people who can afford take personal mentorship. That's not only a teaching; it's a you are dealing with someone who is well known in the market with all those connectivity. There's a lot of hand holding. Real estate business is not an easy business, a very tough business, guys. You operate in an environment, you encounter all sort of challenges, legal, admin, political, all sort of things. So you will learn a lot, and that hand holding can be done where you can really, in a short span of time, be able to run your own business. Thank you, sir.
you're welcome, Mr. Rana. Quina, do you want to drop anything? For those asking for replay, go to the YouTube Dr. S. Akintayo on YouTube, and you watch this over and over again, right? So those of you who came late, Dr. S. Akintayo on YouTube, and you'll be able to watch it all over again. Everyone can join. Some people asking about internship. How do they join our internship program? Just talk to Kehinde, she will help you out. Quina, do you have anything to add as a wrap up for today? And Jam, if you have the adverts around GVEST, the adverts about GVEST USA and all of that to play, you can play. If Farouk wants to give a speech, you can all give your speech. And we're wrapping up for today. Once again, I want to thank everyone for coming. I appreciate you all. Jamie, I would love if you can work with, Farouk, if you can work with Jamie in the next 1 hour, if they can cut out the part 1 that I did, cut it and upload it alone. Mr. Rana's session, cut it, upload it alone. And then my own last part, cut it and upload it alone on YouTube and send me the link in next 1 hour. Because I want to do a broadcast to other people who couldn't make it so they are able to go and watch it quickly. So, Farouk, you can close us out, or Kehinde, whoever wants to wrap up. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much. I think my background is a bit noisy, but I hope you can hear me. Candy, can you hear me? Okay, fantastic. So it's been a fantastic day. What we've done today is to show you on all the global ways you can invest in real estate. So whether you're in Nigeria, you're in the US, you're wherever, real estate investment is for everybody. And the opportunity we're given today is one we have not given before. So for more inquiries on Nigerian investments, you can reach out to Ms. Quinnet, or US investments, you can reach out to me, and you can also reach out to Dr. Steven. If you are late for this training, I implore you to go to YouTube and rewatch the video. The value we've given today is something we have not given before. And the opportunity we are giving for us to invest will only last for the next 24 hours. So for more inquiries on mentorship, reach out to Ms. Kende. For investment in Nigeria, Ms. Quinnet, and for US, you can reach out to me. Thank you for being part of this webinar today, and we can have a great day. Let's have a great day. Thank you so much, Mr. Rana, Dr. Steven, for the knowledge, and Ms. Kende. Let's have a great day.
Jamie, no audio. We need the audio. No audio, Jamie.
Launching in January 2025. Imagine waking up to breath. Welcome to Jasper Brookshire Golf Estate. Nestled in the heart of Texas, USA. Spanning 99 acres of pristine land, this exclusive estate is set to redefine luxury living, launching in January 2025. Imagine waking up to breathtaking views of rolling greens. Jasper Brookshire Golf Estate offers a unique opportunity for land, housing, and investment. Enjoy a refreshing swim in our state-of-the-art pool. Unwind in the serene ambiance of our landscaped gardens and stay active with our modern fitness center. For families, our playgrounds and recreational areas, including facilities for table tennis, volleyball, and more.
Welcome to Jasper Brookshire. Here we have 99 acres in this phase 1 project. We intend to acquire more. The goal is simple. It's a mixture of residential, commercial, and service plots. We have up to 50 acres of service plot. We're selling 1 acre per unit at the rate of 300,000 per acre. We're going to, of course, over time, work on the platting, on the horizontal, and making sure we build a community. We're using a whole 20 acres to do a golf course, thereby raising the value, making it an estate where high net worth individuals live. The front part, we're doing commercial, restaurants, clinics, and basic opportunity for office spaces. And then the middle is the golf course. On each side is our own green and smart residential houses. And then at the back to the stream, you also have service plots where you can buy 1 acre each. Remember, we also have a lake in the middle. So it's a beautiful land that you want to invest in today. You see, the journey of investing in land banking in America is one of the best ways to make money. In fact, you make more money from land banking than multifamily than you will make from even building houses and selling. The more money is on the land, there's no limit to it. And last year alone, over 500,000 people moved to Texas. This year has been predicted to be 1 million. Next year is probably going to be a lot more. So the more people are coming, the more land is becoming scarce. And you investing right now, at the beginning, you have an opportunity to buy it at way less. And when you own property here in the US, it helps you with immigration, it helps you with your application for either residence or visitors visa or residency visa, because these are things you can use to prove that you have skin in the game here in America. The good news is that you can invest whether you live here or you don't live here. Anybody anywhere in the world can invest and get good return on investment. We also give you an opportunity to just deposit $50,000 and you spread the balance in a space of what? In a space of 6 to 12 months. Also, some of you don't want to even buy land. or you just want to invest so that we keep using your money to develop this 99-acre and then give you returns, you can do that as well with as little as $20,000 and above investment slots, and you secure your future. I keep saying it, my life turned around. Okay, from that young man who started business with $10, 1,000 Nigerian naira 16 years ago, to building empire in 4 continents. It can happen for you as well. But the journey begins with land banking. When I started buying acreages in Nigeria, people thought I was crazy. Well, today, we know who is crazy, right? And my crazy is a good kind of crazy, it's a rich kind of crazy. I want you to join that club. Welcome to Jasper Brookshire. Love you. Bye.
Welcome to a world of endless possibilities where dreams meet opportunities and investments shape legacies. Property investment isn't just about real estate, it's about securing a future, building wealth, and creating a life of freedom and security for generations to come.
Are you looking at growing your wealth? Come, let's make it happen with GVest. At GVest, we specialize in creating smart investment opportunities tailored just for you.
From high return real estate projects to strategic business ventures, GVest is your trusted partner in building transgenerational wealth.
Why wait to achieve your financial dreams? Choose GVest today. Invest smart.
Grow wealth.
Choose GVest. I am here with GTEX Homes.
You want to invest in real estate, do it for the future.
So I've been a guest of GTEX Homes, and I can tell you they are not bluffing. They are very, very serious about what they do.
I'm on tour with GTEX Homes.
GTEX is in heaven.
I'm going to be taking a tour. I want you to join me.
My name is Oliver Dollars, and I'm live at Jasper Gardenia by GTEX Homes.
Welcome to Jasper Estate.
Hi there, what's going on here? You know when I say people that are doing well, I say, alright, you are doing well.
You don't wait to buy real estate. You buy and wait.
Welcome to GTEX Homes USA, where we create wealth through real estate investments, offering land sales, housing development, shortlets, and rentals. We're developing 24 units of luxury apartments in Tidwell, 58 housing units in Claudine, and a 6-story office complex in Katy. You can also invest in land in Brookshire and other prime locations across Texas, including Houston and Richmond. At GTEX Homes, we specialize in building eco-friendly green homes that incorporate smart technology, designed for sustainability and energy efficiency. Our homes offer modern living solutions while minimizing environmental impact. With successful operations in Nigeria and Dubai, GTEX Homes USA is expanding this green and smart approach to real estate in the U.S. We've now established our office at 518 West Green Boulevard, Katy, Texas, and you can visit us anytime. For more inquiries, contact us at info@gtexhomesusa.com.